Welcome. In front of me is a Realme 12 Pro Plus, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device. So let's just get straight into it. We do have a little bit of a scuff up right here. Hopefully the device inside is in perfect condition. Ooh, that balloon looks pretty sweet. Anyway, let's boot it up. Okay, so that's basically all we have in the box. Phone, a 67-watt charger, pretty decent, a Type A to Type C cable, along with a case, silicone one, and obviously the phone. Now, the case is pretty nice that it comes included, though if I would be using this device, I would be obviously using it without the case just because of that eco leather back. Looks and feels pretty nice. So that'll be my go-to feel of it. Now, flipping into the front, we have our display, and that is a 6.7-inch display with a resolution of 1080 by 2412 pixels, AMOLED display, 1 billion colors, 120 Hz refresh rate, and a peak brightness of 950 nits. It also boasts over 90% screen-to-body ratio with the curved display, along with 394 pixels per inch. Now, flipping it over to the back, we have our triple camera setup. It does look like a quad, but this one is just literally aesthetics. There's nothing there. So our camera setup right here is a 50 megapixel f1.8 24mm wide lens with PDAF and optical image stabilization. Then we got a 64 megapixel f2.8 71mm periscope telephoto, which is this one right over here, though it's kind of hard to pick it up just because it's like embedded in there. And it supports PDAF, optical image stabilization, and 3x optical zoom. Then, next to that, we have an 8 megapixel f2.2 16mm 112-degree ultra-wide lens. Now with those cameras, you can record videos at 4K 30 frames with the back cameras, and if you drop down the resolution to 1080p, you get 3060 and also 120 slow motion with a gyroscopic electronic image stabilization. And flipping it over, we have our 32 megapixel selfie f2.4 22mm wide lens, which supports videos at 1080p 30 frames. Now that being said, there's not much difference in terms of cameras apart from the periscope lens from the non-pro or non-plus version, or whatever it was. Yeah, the non-plus. So the pro version of this device is nearly identical. The only difference is it has a slower processor inside compared to this one, and it loses that periscope lens. So yeah. Now let's actually slap on the case just so we can see how that looks like on the device, as some people might want to protect their phone. Yeah, pretty decent. Okay, now moving on into the internals, we have a 5000 mAh battery inside of here, so that's pretty nice. Now they advertise that you can charge up your device from 1% to 50% in 19 minutes, which is really good. Additionally, the device is being powered by a Snapdragon 7S Gen 2, and at the very base entry, it comes with 128 gigabytes of storage and 8 gigs of RAM. So that's the entry, and obviously the lowest price you will have. Then you can get it to 256 with 8 gigs, 256 12 gigs, and 512 gigs with 12 gigs of RAM. Now, I'm mentioning all of these storages just because the device itself, even though it's a little bit on the cheaper side, it does not have any expandable storage as you might expect from devices at this kind of price range. So you do only have support for dual SIM card, and that's it. So if you need more than 128 gigs of storage, which probably a decent amount of people might, just go with the 256. Now in terms of RAM, RAM starting at 8 gigabytes of it is a pretty decent entry, and you rarely need more than that, as this device isn't big enough to support like massive multitasking on it, so you won't really have any need for like 12 gigs of RAM. Okay, one last thing that I'm going to mention is we do have Android 14 on here with Realme UI 5.0. Now 14 is the newest Android, so this device should get updated to 15 once that actually comes out, like probably next year, so don't worry. And last thing to mention would be the price, and this device comes at 28,500 rupees, which would equate to, if I actually do the conversion, let's just quickly search. So that would be 350 United States dollars. And honestly, pretty decent bang for the buck for such a device at just 350. It is in a mid-range category at this point, I would argue, with $350. And it offers a pretty decent device for that money. So it has a nice eco leather back. This one is the blue one. You also have orange, I believe, and yellow, or something that, not yellow, but like, let's see. So this one has the, or at least this one has the submarine blue. Then we got a negative beige. So I'm pretty sure that would be it. So this is the 12 Pro, not the Plus version. And an Explorer Red. So those are the three colors of the device that you can get. And obviously it feels pretty nice. Looks also really nice. Then we get a what looks to be an aluminum frame. One more thing that I didn't mention, we do have under display fingerprint sensor. So that's one thing. And obviously the curved display. Some people might not like it. I personally do. And there is also a pre-applied screen protector on your display, though it's plasticky, so you might want to replace it for something like tempered glass, but still nice that it comes with it. So there we go, that's the Realme 12 Pro Plus, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.